We're trying something. That's okay. So you just started again, and nobody's watching. So it's okay.
Yeah, we're trying something a little different. See if
Yeah.
we can let it go. One second.
No worries.
I want it. Let us send a sound. Audio.
Okay, I think I hear. Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you
I'm
now.
not hearing you anymore, and I can hear you a lot clearer now. Actually.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's get this back to where it was.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, sorry, got to get my set back in order.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, but no, that was a new song for me. I was wanting to do I love doing Celine, especially in Toronto. I mean, the home of the Celine artists. And I saw that video. Actually, the video is amazing. If you haven't seen the video for Ashes, watch it. It's amazing.
It is a good video for sure.
And I said, you know what? I have to try that. I said, I always want to do something new now, especially now that I'm, not in the bars. I want to do something. Try to do different, like a new song every time.
Yeah.
So that people can't say, "Oh, she's doing the same old numbers again." So
hey, I will do the same song over and over again until it dies. So I mean,
there's certain songs that are standards for me that I enjoy doing, like True Colors, for example. It's
yeah,
my old standards.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to do some new stuff on a regular basis. Especially on Cocktails and Comedy, just so that I give people reason to check in, just so that once again, I'm seeing you do the same number every month.
Yeah.
And my phone number, like I said, it's going to check it this time.
I love it. Well, and it's funny because as soon as you started that song, I was actually, because I always start the show now with a song, I was almost going to do that song. So I'm happy.
Wow.
I'm happy that I didn't do the song just so you could do it. I mean, I did another Celine Dion song earlier. Empress Coco was saying, Nikki, you sang so beautifully on that last song. So that's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, Kiros is saying bravo, Connie. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Kiros.
Rachel from London, the IPR, whatever you guys did, just fixed most of the audio issues. Yes, we literally have been trying for the past hour to try and figure this all out. I
think it was the most of the speaker on our end, I think.
Yeah.
Once we went to, so now the headset. Now I feel like I'm a reporter on CNN.
No.
And now Trump is doing something wrong again.
Yeah. I love it. Well, if you all are enjoying the show, I know we've had a few technical issues, but I mean, we're trying our best here. This is a free show. If you do have a spare dollar, you can e-transfer to treasure at TICOT.ca. If not, you can go to our website and hit the donate button if that doesn't work. And then, but if you don't have a spare dollar, enjoy the show. Ask us questions. Con's full of information, and she is so willing to answer any questions.
Anything.
Yeah.
I'm on the spill the tea tonight. I will spill the tea tonight. So don't think
about. I'm assuming everybody.
I'm not ready, so I can say what I want. I'm not ready right now.
Do it. I'm assuming everybody was watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, right. I'm assuming everyone was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, but everyone's coming back now, which is really nice. But I want to know from you this photo. This one is a photo of the three of us at Coronation 33, and I
no, it's not.
No?
That's London.
Is that London?
That is London.
Oh, it is London.
That was London. That was for Rain 8 Step Up, Rain 9 Step Up, Rain 8 Step Down.
Oh wow. You know more than I do because I don't know apparently.
Yeah, like I
But
said, that, and all I'm gonna say for that one, you guys were amazing for me that night.
it's it
And
was
you
it
know,
was
I did.
it was such a good night, and I mean,
Yes.
you looked beautiful, and you were you were busy that night though. It seemed like
Yeah,
you were
well, I was a half. I was Empress 9.5 of 8.5, sorry, 8.5 of London. So I had my step down that night, and there was technical issues throughout that night. So I was like being rushed on stage, trying to change costumes, and that I almost cried because I couldn't get my costume on in the time. Like, I was supposed to have like 10 minutes, and it ended up being 2. And I'm trying to get my one costume on and get my other costume off. And so that was just, I mean, you do what you do.
yeah.
And that show, of course, then I did a Broadway number too. I did from Jekyll and Hyde, Bring On the Man.
Yeah.
And it was such a fun number. I mean, I was sitting in the Emperor's lap at one point, which was interesting in itself. It was a lot of fun and all that. But yeah, I was running around like a chicken my head cut off. But I was also still raining at that part too. So you know, always any P's and Q's when you're raining. We'll go back a little bit. So when I was raining for raining 28s,
Mhm.
we got sidetracked. So we'll go back a little bit for that. Rain 28, I didn't accomplish everything I wanted, but I got a lot done. I went to as many coronations as most coronations I went to were during that rain. I went to 7 coronations, so I was very happy about that. And by the end of the rain, we did raise $32,000, $32,500 for our charities,
Wow.
which is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's awesome.
And I got to spend time with so many amazing empresses in the circuits. Of course, you being one of them, you were always such an amazing supporter.
So with
during my reign.
yeah, with you being such an amazing human being, Kiros is wondering, would you like to have drag children or siblings?
I have more drag children than they can be a stick at right now. I actually have. Thank you. Sorry, just lost a little piece.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, I do have 6 drag children right now. I have two in the room right now. Both is my child. David Militello is my drag son.
Yeah.
November Rose is my drag daughter. She was ICP 28. I also have Gregorio Melendez.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had Gregorio Melendez, who was ICP 28 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo, and also Fanny Rivera, Emperor 20 and 22 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo. So I have a lot of varied children.
Yeah, you have a few.
I had that breeding period. Where
We can't hear you anymore. There we go.
Because right now it's
here, we got to guide the future of the organization. Otherwise, we'll keep doing this forever.
Yeah.
We'll be Emperor and Empress. Not saying I will not someday be Empress again, reigning Empress. Kind of reigning Alex that right now. Because we are the court. The politics is the fundraiser, so I'm kind of reigning, but it's not official.
Yeah.
So, but no, but with May 28, we did a lot. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun fundraisers. We did a lot of food events. I mean, who does a lot of food? I did my roast. I actually had a roast. We did a roast of Connie.
Oh, really?
Yes. Morgan James is one of the actual roasters.
Yes. That's awesome.
It
Vu,
was great.
Emperor Vu is saying, and even when Connie isn't your mom, she is a great mother figure, and that is so true. That is so true. Kiros is also wondering, what are your favorite go-to drinks?
I do vodka, and it looks like we're available normally. Tonight I'm doing vodka, peach, and strawberry.
Ooh.
It's really good. It's like Kool-Aid. It's almost like a Kool-Aid almost.
That sounds like it would be like a Kool-Aid for sure.
But it's sugar free.
Oh, nice. Oh wow, that's convenient. I normally do vodka waters because it hydrates you and dehydrates you at the same time.
It does. Yes. And that's a problem. I mean, I always forget to drink when I get home. When I get home from the bars, when we actually hang out on the bars.
Yeah.
I always forget to drink at least a bottle of water and take an aspirin. That I
Right.
always do that. And
Right.
I always forget. The next day, I'm like, oh my god.
The next morning, it's just terrible. It's just awful. But if you see, because I drink Jägermeister,
Okay. Yeah.
like it's juice. So that's Jägermeister is full of sugar. So if I just drink vodka water throughout the night, and then have Jäger as I go, then it's then the sugar content's a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I feel. I don't think it's true, but I mean, in my head, it works.
Well, that and Fireball. Fireball's also really horrible for the sugar content too.
Fireball? Yeah, Fireball and Jäger are like the two. They have like the most sugar in them, but they're so delicious.
They are. Don't get me wrong. They are. I love my sweet shots.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Vu is wondering if I'm a Jaeger bomber. I am a Jaeger bomber, but only up until like 11 p.m. because once I have Red Bull after that time, I'm up until like 8 o'clock in the morning. Because Red Bull, like that's why I don't drink coffee and I don't drink Red Bull often because it just gets me wired.
Yeah.
And I don't need any of that. I don't. I can hear the vodka going into your drink right now.
It is. It is.
There we go. I like that. That's so nice. I like the color too.
Yeah, it's the peach and the strawberry.
Yeah.
It's just a sugar-free drink mix. I mean, it's a sugar-free drink mix. And yes, this is the picture. Oh goodness.
Oh, there we go.
I want to make sure I had enough to get us through the night. So
yeah.
Because if anybody wants to buy us shots, people can buy shots anyway.
I was going to do shots tonight, but I decided not to. This is my picture.
Yeah, I mean, you can do shots of wine. I mean, that's
I think next time that you're on the live stream, we should do a shots contest just because.
Oh yeah.
I know that you can do 100 shots in a show.
I'm game.
I would love that. I would. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Sister.
I love it. So, that's a good wine. I was going through your Facebook, like I was saying earlier, going through your photos and stuff like that, and all your gorgeous pictures, all your amazing pictures that you have up there. But there was this one picture that got me a little concerned, and I want to show everybody what it is, and I would like for you to explain this picture because I mean, I have a theory in my head, but
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. So I'm very excited to show this to you. You're just like, just do it, Nikki. Just rip off the Band-Aid. So this picture,
Oh yes.
I mean, you have a disco ball like drink and your crown on and the wig, but you're unshaven, no makeup, and a purple shawl or blanket or whatever. Please explain.
Well, that was I think it was during one of the coronation. There was a virtual event going on in one of the other cities, and I just wanted to show support, but I hate to say it, but I didn't want to put on my face, a full face, if I was going to be home alone with just the cats. And that disco ball container is actually from New York City's coronation 3 years ago when I was there for their 1,000 pounds. And I love that. I love that's one of my showpieces I have. Just drink out of the house.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I thought it was kind of cute, kind of kitschy. It was kind of fun. Because you know what? You gotta bring fun into your life and fun to Facebook. So I thought, you know what? It's different.
Absolutely. Hey, and it is. I mean, but like you can tell that you're doing it because it's fun. And the smile that you have on your face just means everything. And it's great. I mean, I think it was so funny, and I just needed that explanation because I mean, I wasn't 100% sure, but I needed to ask.
I could have been drunk at the time too. I'm not sure that. I mean, I might have been a little drunk at the time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. So again, everybody, if you are enjoying the show, please, if you have $1 or a couple dollars, e-transfer to treasure@ticot.ca. If you can't access that, if you're from the States or across ocean, you can go to our website, TICOT.ca, and hit the donate button. We are raising money for PWA, the People with AIDS Foundation. Reign 34 is supporting that charity this year. So hopefully you can be a part of that. If you do want to become a member, please go to our website, TICOT.ca, and hit the member join button, and then fill out a membership form. You can even become an affiliate member, and I would love to have you that. I'm Regent Empress to Reign 34 of the Imperial Court of Toronto, Nikki Chin, and I am here with the fabulous and amazing Empress 28 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo, Miss Connie Concepcion. So I love this so much. I mean, Connie and I could talk for hours and hours. I mean, but we're almost done the show, which is sad. But I mean, hey, we all got something to do.
Yeah, we still have some time left. Don't worry.
We still have some time left. So I just want to do again. I want you to plug your upcoming show, and then I have another little thing for to show you, and so yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yes, the next Cocktails with Connie will be on March 6th on the Imperial Court of Buffalo Facebook page and YouTube channel. It's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is the I Love New York edition, so it will be a salute to the Imperial Court of New York City. Special guests will be including the current reigning Emperor and Empress of the Imperial Court, Madeline Keith and Graham the Cracker. Of course, Tree Sequoia, who is Emperor 30 elect of, actually Emperor 25 and Emperor elect 30 of New York City. We also will have Princess Diamante and Duchess Ruby Starling, along with my co-host, the one, the only, the fabulous Empress 19 and 26 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo, Coco Latique, and all proceeds will be going to the Imperial. Will be going to gay lesbian youth service in Western New York.
That's awesome. Wow, that seems like a full and entertaining show for sure.
It's gonna be gonna be a lot of fun. And once again, I do have the drunken hot pepper challenge. If $500 or more is raised that night, my ultimate goal is $1,000. But if I can raise at least 500, I will eat a small jar of drunken pepperoncinis live, live for your enjoyment.
I cannot wait. I will 100% be watching that for sure.
It should be fun. It should be a lot of fun.
I love it. Mr. Drew is saying love you both, by the way.
Oh, I love you too, Miss Drew. Oh, and don't forget, actually, in April, you'll be on Cocktails of Connie.
I will be 100%.
Yes, that'll be the Cocktails of Connie 40th birthday again edition of Cocktails of Connie. That will be a celebration of my 40th birthday. Connie is only 21. Connie is only actually Connie is 21 this year. This is my 20. Yeah, I've been doing this for 20. Connie's been around for 21 years now officially.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, see, so you just took the question right out of my mouth because I wanted to ask you how long Connie has been around, because again, I'm literally, all I did today was go through your Facebook. Going through your Facebook and stuff like that, I couldn't find any pictures of you when you first started doing drag.
Well, that's the bad part. When I first started in 1999 as Misconception, actually, it was funny. I was the original Misconception. Before Misconception Toronto,
Ooh.
I was Misconception Buffalo.
All right.
She actually came out a couple years later. She's much popular. She's much more fun. I love her. She's my sister too. But I was Misconception Buffalo in 1999. I actually started doing drag, performing drag, because I'm a trained actor. Acting was my field. I loved acting, but I couldn't make money in it, so I, do what all actors do and do customer service.
Right.
So I always had a penchant, still penchant for drag.
Mm-hmm.
I started putting on. I put on a dress the first time when I was like 19, and did a little bit of did a little rougher drag back then. And then in 1999, I was bartending at a mixed, kind of like a mixed bar in Buffalo called Mickey's Saloon. It was called Mickey's Saloon, where actually where Q is now. Where it's now Q.
Okay.
You've been to Q.
Yeah.
It was called Mickey's Saloon back then, and they're going to do their first pageant. They wanted to have their first Mr. and Mrs. And they asked me, "Why don't you come out? Bring Connie. Come out and do the pageant." And I was like, "Well, I haven't done drag in a long time. Before my drag persona I went by Lucy. I was Lucy. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Lucy. Actually, Lucy Sinclair. My first name was Lucy Sinclair.
I was gonna say if it was Lucy Liu, I would have an issue with that.
No. I did Sinclair after, because I was a big fan of General Hospital.
Oh, okay.
And there was a Sinclair on General Hospital back then, so I was Lucy Sinclair. Yeah. The only problem is, in the circuit in Buffalo, there was a drag queen called Ashley Sinclair in Buffalo already, and I didn't want her to think I was trying to take her name or become part of her family without her knowing.
Right.
So we decided, okay, I had to come up with a new name.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, what is drag to me? I thought, you know what? drag is ultimate misconception. So that's how I was. So then I was introduced as a misconception. I did the pageant. I won my first pageant.
Amazing.
I won. I beat two other seasoned performers.
Wow.
Buffalo.
Good for you. That's
so
fantastic.
that was the last. Though ironically, that was the last pageant I ever actually won. Then I became the Susan Lucci of Buffalo, becoming first runner-up every time.
Oh, geez.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
But I was a pageant queen. I was a pageant queen at one point when I was younger.
I believe that.
I wouldn't do it now.
No?
Now, maybe.
You could.
I could. It's not hard finding it right now. I mean, I'd have to get my heart back into that. That's a whole different animal.
I can help you out that. Pageants are my life. I love a good competition. I'm a very competitive person, and I just want to be the best that I can be. And if that includes a crown and some money and a sash and bragging rights, I will take it. 1,000%.
Yep.
And I could totally, and I mean, with your hair, with your demure, like you could what anybody can do a pageant as long, like you said, as your heart and your soul is into it. Because if it's not fully in there, you're not going to win. You're always going to be runner up. You're always going to lose. You're always going to be the first loser. So, I mean, and I've got that way too. I was doing pageants constantly, and then it was like, runner up, third place, fourth place. Like it was just, and it just kept going down. And I kept losing my drive to do it because it was just constant. Oh, like I'm not good enough kind of thing. But from what I've learned from doing pageants here in Canada and in the States is the judges are the judges. It kind of doesn't matter what you do. You just need to impress the judges. So if you just do something that you like to do and it's like cute and funny and like, I mean, I've done it like 7,000 times, the judges still might think, because I've done that in pageants where I go with my, musical theater number, but they're not musical theater fans. They're people who just kind of want to hear the top 40, and then like into like a dubstep mix kind of house music. Like they just want to get that like dance your butt off kind of thing. Where musical theater, it's all about acting and presenting yourself that way. So I mean, it just depends on what they're looking for. But I mean, but I got a lot of jobs just being pageants, and I got a lot of recognition just gracing the stage. I may not have got the crown, I may not have won, but it feels like I won anyway. Like I've worked at Marcella's more times than I've worked at some of the bars here in Toronto because I've been to Buffalo a handful of times. And the court helps. If you don't think the court helps your career, wherever you're from, if you're new, join the court. We will welcome you with open arms. You can come onto our stages. You can come and mingle with people because most of our events happen in bars, in restaurants, and in clubs. You will get to know the staff, you will get to know the bar owners, and you will get to know the other entertainers that are there. It's such an amazing, the international court system is such an amazing social system to be a part of because you're your own calling card. You go to these places, you go to these cities and these bars, and you just say, "Hi, I'm Connie Concepcion. Hi, I'm Nikki Chin," and they're like, "Cool, we just saw you perform and raise money for charity. What else can you do?" Right? So I mean,
I agree.
This is why I'm indebted to this organization because it got my career going from the ground up. I came from nothing, and Candace Candace Kelly Roseland,
Yep.
one to show me the ropes in Toronto, and then she made me her ICP, and we went to 35,000 different cities, and then 5 years later I became Empress.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I mean, hey, it's a Cinderella story.
Oh, it is. It is. And actually, that's kind of my story too. When I first started in the court, also back in 1999, I was that's when I first met Candace Kelly, was back in 1999 when she was Empress with Chris Holgram. And I was traveling and doing a lot of court events. I was on the track, as he said, at that point, the track to probably move the way up. So I went through reign 8, reign 9, reign 10 in Buffalo, reign 11, and then unfortunately things did not go. There was a little. I was basically meant to not feel that I was welcome or good enough to ever be Empress, and I was one of the former Empress told me that you'll never be Empress of Buffalo, and that's when I stepped away. I said, if you don't want me here, why am I going to spend my time, my money? And I stepped away. I stepped away from the court for a couple of years. That's the only reason why I don't see as many pictures. Plus, I had life happen too.
Right.
I had to take some time away from drag.
That always comes first.
So when I stepped up as Empress for reign 28, that was 20 years after the fact that when I first actually started in the court.
Oh.
It was a 20-year odyssey.
Okay.
It was a 20-year odyssey because I started in reign 8 and I stepped up in reign 28. It took me 20 years.
Wow.
And as actually the president always says, you know what, girl, you proved them wrong. You proved the haters wrong that you could do it and do it successfully. Mm-hmm. And I believe that I was a very good Empress for Buffalo. And I did prove the haters wrong.
I think you're a wonderful Empress for Buffalo. Buffalo has a wonderful support system. They have wonderful emperors and empresses as well. So I mean, you are a great addition to that group.
Yeah,
for sure. You meant so well. You did it without an ego. You did it without any preconceived notion on what your reign had to be like. You made it fun. You made it exciting. You made everybody feel so comfortable being around you and going to your events and having such an amazing time. And I mean, this is from an outside looking in. Like Buffalo has always made me feel welcome, no matter who's reigning.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's our goal.
Yeah, and you're one of them especially, and you're one that stands out as well. I mean, even Empress Coco Latique was my half, because to help them out and make them. She actually, Candace, she's housed a bunch of people, but she let me live with her for a bit when I was in between homes, so that's kind of nice. When I was homeless technically. And I didn't want to move back home because I grew up in the country. But I did a lot for her too. Like I would cook, I would help her clean, I would help her do her shopping and everything like that. And we know that Candace loved shopping. Emperor Vu is saying, when someone tells you that you can't do something, it's usually a deflection of their shortfalls on you. You know what? That's a really big yes. It's a fact, because I think a lot of people attack other people because of their shortcomings, because of their insecurities. And when people, go up to you or come up to me or go up to any of you watching and they try and tear you down, it means that there's something going on in their life that they felt like they needed to step out
Yep.
of the conversation, or they needed to make a veer and
Yep.
make your day
Yep.
as bad as theirs is. So, I mean,
Oh yeah.
for myself, I don't know about you, Connie, you can answer after, but for myself, whenever somebody kind of comes up to me and tries to put me down or says something negative to me, I accept it. I'm just like, okay, you feel that way. That is absolutely fine.
No.
But I don't attack them back. I try
No. Never.
you know what I do what my father does, and I become a realist. When somebody comes at me with a negative connotation or whatever it is, even a
Yep.
racist comment, I will tell them that's fine. You think what you want to
Yep.
think. I'm not going to stop you, but I
Yep.
don't know who you are, so I'm just going to keep moving on. So
Yep.
I mean, I like Connie. I don't know what you do though.
Well, that's the funny thing I did find, as you find once you step up, as they say, you have a target on your back. You automatically are the bullseye for everybody's insecurities, everything that they think that's bad about the community is then on your shoulders, and it's your fault for everything that's wrong in the community. And I have no problem taking that on and then trying to say, well, I understand that, but this is how you need to look at things. Maybe try looking at it this way. And yes, there's some people who are not fans of the court system in general. I know
Right.
that. And there's some people who will never get back. Folks, there are some farmers that will never get back, and that's fine.
That's fine.
But you know what? Stay home.
Right.
You know what? Don't go online and spew hate because you still have anger issues about the courts.
Right.
Do what Elsa said and let it go. Let it go.
And I mean, that's the thing too. It's just people, especially these days when we're all at
Yep.
home this past year in a pandemic, under
Yep.
quarantine, under lockdown, whatever it is. Cheers.
Cheers, Al.
People are more comfortable behind a screen
Yep.
than they
Oh
are
yeah.
face. So this is why we're having a lot of problems with social media and people badgering others on social media
Yep.
things or statuses or whatever
yeah.
they are on
Yep.
things like this, that it's unfair and it's not right. And I don't think
Oh
that
yeah.
that's what we should be like, because
No.
I mean, we all have our own
Yep.
way of being.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we're all having a hard
Exactly.
time. I don't know what makes
Yep.
you think that you need to go all haywire on your keyboard and talk
Yep.
shit about people that you don't
Yep.
even know.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
It's
sorry, Connie, I'm going on a tangent now. That's why, like, with RuPaul's Drag Race, a lot of these kids are hating on these girls. I mean, I don't watch it that much,
Yep.
but like, I'm not that invested
No.
in it like other people. But
I'm not
like,
either.
there's so much hate going on with RuPaul's
Yep.
Drag Race because everyone is at home and they all have nothing to talk about other than
Yep.
what's going on right then and right there.
Well, and I hate to say it, but I think RuPaul likes that. He likes the fire that's behind all this animosity between the queens and against the queens. And I hate to say, I don't. I might not be, this might be the most popular comment. I'm not a huge fan of Drag Race right now. I'm not a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't think it is a true reflection of the drag community.
It's production value. It's all editing.
I mean, it's pretty queens. Don't get me wrong. There's gorgeous queens, very talented queens. Don't get me wrong. They're all very talented ladies. But I don't think it's a true reflection of drag across the world.
Right.
I mean, look at people like Complete Destruction and other people who are so different. Would you see that person that drew RuPaul's Drag Race? I don't. Right now, I don't think so.
Right.
And that's I think, but people in the outside world who just watch RuPaul's Drag Race think, oh, that's what drag queen is supposed to be. So if you're not,
then you're nothing.
Then
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna like you because you don't look like the one who won 2 seasons ago.
Right. Or you don't have 10,000 Instagram followers or 400,000 Instagram
Yeah,
followers.
exactly. And I never will, and that's fine. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay without that. So Connie, actually, I'm gonna show this picture. I want you to explain this picture,
Yes.
because I find this picture really fun and really cool.
Okay.
Because it's like a perfect shot, but not so perfect at the same time. Anyway.
Yep.
So this is
Okay.
your step down. So I have to say, so you gave me a command.
Yes.
So I'm performing. That's me performing. Connie is there in the chair.
Yep.
There are angel wings coming out of my back.
Yes.
And not only this, but when Robin Deering passed away, we had a live stream, and I mentioned that there were no pictures of Robin Deering and myself together. This is the only picture I have ever found of Robin Deering and myself together.
Oh wow! Yeah.
But look at this. Like
I know
think
that fate.
You look amazing. First of all, that dress is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I love that. I'm staring at you. I'm looking at you, being like, girl.
Oh yeah, you guys, all my commands killed me. I mean, Morgan, I was in tears during Morgan's number. You were so fabulous. But when you're on stage, I mean, as you know, when you step down, you're watching and you're living, but it's all around you.
But at the same time, it's like you don't actually know what's going on. You're just like sitting there,
because you have people talking to you too. Because you have everybody that dies talking to you at the same time,
and directing you and like telling you. Like,
yeah, I'm sure Robin was probably spilling some tea at some point. You know? Yeah, Robin at this end. I had always telling people talk. It was so much fun. That backdrop was amazing.
Yeah, I love
Chris
that.
Temple came up. That was actually, I think Vince Ritchie came up with that design for my ball pin, and they made it into the actual. Because I said, I want to crown your heart as part of the ball pin, so I had the crown over the heart, as that was very important to me.
I love it. Sorry, to go back to our last conversation, Laura James from Toronto is saying, what if a friend of about 20 years rails on you for something you love to do, like for charity, then what? So if you had a longtime friend that was kind of, badgering you about what you were doing for charity and stuff like that, what would your response be? Right? That's a hard one.
I know.
Okay. So here's my answer.
No, okay.
They're not a friend anymore.
No, they're not.
They're not supportive. I mean, that's hard. 20 years, and they come for you for what you love to do and for what you're doing for charity. Then I think so. As an empress, my answer would be, show them what you do for charity.
Yep.
Tell them what charity that you are doing this for.
Oh yeah.
And educate them in what this is all about.
Yep. Well, and that's why I did for my when I stepped down and we had our proclamation.
Yeah.
Me and Anthony did a combined proclamation that for all major events, all major fundraisers, to have a charity chosen for the event. So it wouldn't be for the charities of the Imperial Court of Buffalo.
Right.
We always see on the posters for the charities that people like, well, what are the charities? So I thought, you know what? Let's give them. Let's pinpoint. This is the charity we're doing this for. We're doing this for GLIS. We're doing this. Oh, like you do say, we're doing this for PWA tonight. So please, actually, guys, please donate. If you have $1, please donate to PWA. It is an amazing charity. I love my Toronto. I love my Toronto charities. So if you have $1, please donate. Go to TICOT.ca if you're American, or otherwise go to what you see. If you're Canadian, is it
e-transfer to treasure at TICOT.ca.
Treasure.ca. So please give if you can. We're all struggling in this pandemic, and our charities are struggling just as bad. They're not getting as much money from.
It's hard, and if you have a spare $1, we're not asking you for $1 million. Like, it's fine. Emperor Vu is saying, when I hear rumors about me, I try to brush it off until those people are ready to say it directly to me. Don't have time to entertain people in your internet. Absolutely. When people are like I said before, hiding behind your text, hiding behind social media platforms and a profile picture is not the same as actually saying it to your face. So, I mean, brush that off. Don't let it bother you. Absolutely. Miss Drew is saying, Robin taught me how to stay above things. As hard as it was, she was correct. Hard AF at the time, but a sold lesson. I'm happy I learned. Absolutely, for sure. You're above it.
You, Miss Drew.
And that's what I was saying earlier. The person that has an issue with you or decides to, badger you or comment negatively towards you, obviously there's something going on in their life. So they just need to cool down. They need to chill out, and you just can't take it to heart, because there's nothing good about that. Emperor Vu again is saying, that's what Nikki wrote. Yeah, absolutely. It's a cool I stand by, and it's Candace Kelly Roseland. She's the one that taught me that, and I stand by it. For sure.
Me too.
The Elephant Empress.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Connie, since you gave me a command number, I'm going to give you a command number. Can you do a number for us right now before we have finished the show?
Oh sure.
Do you have another one?
I do have another number.
Let's try it. Hopefully we don't get shut down. If we do get shut down, I will refresh this as fast as possible, and then we will continue the show. It'll be great. We have 15 minutes left. Let's get to it. Do you need setup time? You need setup time?
Yeah, I do need a little bit of setup time.
That's fine, honey. So again, like Connie and I were saying, if you do have a spare $1, if you're enjoying the show, I'm having a great time with Empress 28 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo, Miss Connie B. Concepcion. That was all broy. You're welcome. I really enjoy her. She's such a wonderful human being. So if you do have a spare $1, if you are enjoying the show, please donate. E-transfer to treasure@ticot.ca. If you're from the States or across ocean, please go to our website, ticot.ca, and hit the donate button. If you want to find out more about the Imperial Court of Toronto, what we're doing this year, and what is happening, or what is upcoming, what is coming up? Upcoming? Same thing. Please go to our website as well. Follow us on Facebook. We have an official group, and we have the main page, as you know, because we're streaming from it. And then we also have Instagram, Twitter. You'll see that all at the end. Lord James, no, of course, darling. He's saying thanks so much, my friend, and new friends. So much more important now. Lord James, I cannot wait till you meet these wonderful people that we keep bringing on the live streams. Connie Concepcion is one of those amazing human beings that everyone needs to meet. So speaking of, please, without further ado, welcome to the live stream yet again. The wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful, the ravishing, the delicious Empress 28 of the Imperial Court of Buffalo, the one, the only Miss Connie B. Concepcion.
All the